Hi guys, Kella Price here with Healthy Fit. Today I'm making a AIP Friendly Chili for the church's chili cook-off. This chili has no tomatoes and no beans. So for people who are following a really strict autoimmune protocol diet, it doesn't have anything that will irritate your gut. It's also nightshade free and paleo. So we are going to be using butternut squash. I got the cheater pack of cubed squash from the local grocery. I'm going to be chopping up all of my other veggies, celery. We got a bunch of carrots. This one has beets in it as well. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're heating up our skillet on high. We're going to saute our garlic, our celery, and our onions together until the onions are translucent. We've chopped them up here, and then we're going to be adding some of our other vegetables. The recipe calls for sliced garlic, but I had minced garlic, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. So we've chopped up our vegetables. I'm gonna toss those in momentarily. And the carrots, we've chunked them, so they're gonna be the chunky part of our chili. I'm thinking in replacement of the normal beans. So it calls for the beets to be finely diced. And I have to say, I normally use canned or pickled beets when I'm cooking. So I got fresh for this recipe. And beet is kind of hairy and rough on the outside, so we're gonna peel it. So I've peeled and chopped up the beets. I look like a bloodbath here, but these look really yummy. So now that our veggies here are sauteed, our onion and celery, I'm gonna add some garlic powder. I'm not big on measuring. Some powdered ginger, oregano. Got our ginger here. Cinnamon. I'm only gonna add like a half teaspoon cinnamon, not a whole bunch. Actually, I'm gonna sprinkle it. That's gonna bring out the flavor of the butternut squash and some turmeric. We're also going to zest our lime. Add that to it. Make sure we don't zest the sticker. I love adding fresh zest to things. It gives it such a good flavor. I'm pretty much going to zest this whole lime, and then I'm going to squeeze the lime juice and add it in. Our next step is to add our meat. I have 90% lean is the lowest recommendation I have for use in just about anything. You can find 93 or 96% as well. Or if you wanted a meatless option, you could omit the meat altogether. So we're gonna saute this in the pan and brown it before we add the rest of our vegetables. One of our next ingredients is cilantro. I love using fresh cilantro, but it can be really expensive and it doesn't keep for very long, so I usually keep some of this in my fridge. It's a cilantro stir-in paste, We're gonna use that and some sea salt. This recipe doesn't have any pepper because pepper is contra the autoimmune protocol diet, but if you can tolerate pepper, you could also add some pepper for seasoning as well. We're gonna add now our carrots and our butternut squash and our beets to our mixture. You might also be able to find cubed butternut squash in the frozen section as well. Saves you a lot of time. Butternut squash can be hard to chop. So our last two ingredients that we need to add and then simmer our delicious chili, it's super colorful, is our 2 cups of beef or chicken stock and a splash of the red wine vinegar. We're gonna let it simmer and let all the flavors mix. I'm gonna squeeze the lime over top, let it simmer for 20 minutes. And then we'll top it with some fresh avocado, and if you have fresh cilantro, you could do that as well. If you eat cheese, you could also sprinkle cheese on top if you wish.